Hey, what's going on, Twisters? We got Game 6 tonight between the Edmonton Oilers and Vancouver Canucks, and we'll see if the Oilers can force Game 7 with a victory at home here, or if the Canucks can close things out. This has been the closest of the series. I mean, only one game has gone to overtime, but that being said, every game has been decided by one goal. And as we saw in games 4 and 5, right, it was decided in the final minute. And typically, you don't really see many hockey games where a team wins in the final minute. So we've been treated to a heck of a series, and we should have a heck of a game 6 here tonight from Rogers Place. And we welcome you no matter who you're cheering for. I am joined by my co-host, of course, Cortana. And every time we've got ourselves a goal from either team or a super chat, Cortana will get a apple here. Whoop. Nice catch, girl. All right. Well, anyway, let me know your thoughts on this game tonight. What's your score prediction? Stuart Skinner is actually starting in net tonight for Edmonton instead of Calvin Pickard, which was kind of surprising to me, given that the games haven't been super high scoring for most of the series. All right, we got Derek, we got Brendan, we got Random Jujube, we've got Samantha, we've got Bond 1771. How are we doing, everybody? Hope you're ready for an awesome game. Hey, I don't care too much about this series in particular. It's been good hockey. I'd be happy to see either team represent the Pacific Division for the Western Conference Final, but I would like to see a 7-game series. We haven't really had many of those in the first round. We've got Anime Nerd, we've got Ewok stuff, we've got yes. All right, sure, why not? Yeah, and tonight we're rocking in manifesting good vibes here, right? In the spirit of hoping for a Game 7, I've rocked the wonderful Colby Cave jersey that was basically decided by you guys. It was a jersey that I bought a few years ago as we did a let's buy a jersey stream here. And this was hand stitched by Cool Hockey in memory of Colby Cave. So it'd be awesome to see the Oilers get this victory tonight. But the Canucks have earned the right to, of course, represent the Pacific Division Conference Final, I think. What's up, Michael? How you doing? Feel free to push this to 7. Sincerely, Dallas Stars fans. And by the way, I want to congratulate all the teams that have advanced so far. The Dallas Stars looking fantastic. And I mean, you're turning me. I used to be having the Stars been a Pacific Division rival in years past. I used to loathe the Dallas Stars, but now I'm actually really enjoying watching them play right now. Congratulations to the Rangers on overcoming a 2-goal deficit, or was it a 2-goal deficit there against the Hurricanes to win Game 6. And congrats to the Panthers yesterday for knocking off the Boston Bruins late in that game. And we've got Jake. How you doing, man? Philip, hello from Sweden. Wow, it's quite late over there. Probably about 2 in the morning, right? Constant goalie changes in the playoffs isn't a good sign. Hey, that's a good fact. You know, even if you're like, hey, come on, these are like 3-2 games. It's not like a complete barn burner, right? Panthers won by cheating, but they would have won the series in Game 7 regardless. Well, probably. Although Boston probably wanted to enact revenge, but the Panthers, they they've done well with winning in Boston. Miller and Duchesne with those game-winning heroics, absolutely. Matt Duchesne scoring in double overtime in Denver for the Stars to advance to the conference final. We got Craig Berube hired recently by the Toronto Maple Leafs. And, overall, I like the hire. That doesn't mean that he's given the roster his best roster to work with necessarily, but I like the approach going with the Stanley Cup winner from 2019. Any predictions for Rangers and Panthers? Now, I thought that the Rangers would get this far. I think this is maybe where the President's Trophy the curse of the President's Trophy could return. But it's not that the New York Rangers are getting lucky or anything like that. They've played excellent. Shesterkin looks really good. I'm not like overly concerned about the Rangers from just a matchup perspective, but the Panthers, I do like that they still play that brand of playoff hockey. They've gone up against a couple of tough rivals and have looked very sharp on their own. So I would swing more toward Florida in this series. They can do well on the road. They like starting on the road, but I wouldn't be surprised either way. But if I had to pick the team, I think the Panthers have a good chance of getting back to the final. Oh, man, you were at game 6. Oh, thanks, Samantha. You were at game 6, Ewoks. Oh, man. That sucks. I'm very fortunate. I've been to a fair share of playoff games. I've never had to see my team get eliminated, but I man, that was a bummer, man. A total letdown. Austin Matthews departing from Toronto. Well, I mean, he just signed a 5-year extension, so I don't think that the arrival of Craig Berube is going to, spur him to request a trade or anything like that, or at least not this upcoming season. Um, and as we know, the Coyotes won't be in the NHL for the next few years at the least. So if he were to go anywhere, I don't know. I like how the Sharks have been clearing up some cap space there. Maybe Matthews would want to play in, I don't know. Then again, San Jose and Anaheim have their centers in their prospect pool pretty well defined. So I don't know. I don't know. There could be a possible fit there. I don't know if you'd want to move to wing or whatever. But anyway, that would be an interesting conversation because Matthews did before living in Arizona. He was born in California and spent a few months there. Let's see. You want Coyotes jersey? Yeah, get it while you can. Get it while you can. Although on eBay you can always find stuff. You just gotta be aware of the fake crap. But yeah, this game will probably get underway closer to 8:15 Eastern. Man, they're just showing highlights from game 4 there. Bouchard ending it in the final minute, and then, of course, JT Miller doing the same. What's up, Ed? I think Berube is great for the Leafs. Might be another Stanley Cup team. I mean, there is work to be done kind of in between, where the Leafs have how far they've advanced before with that core versus where, Berube has been in his career. But I think, that was probably a good hire. Excuse me, like, looking back at what Tree Living has done for coaching hires hasn't been particularly impressive. It didn't work out very well in Calgary for the coaches that he did hire, albeit Daryl Sutter did win coach of the year for 1 year and then kind of fell off with that core. But I think that, on paper, this looks like a good move forward for the Maple Leafs, and I have to credit them given that, they're returning everybody else as far as we know. Avs disappointed you so much that mini yeah, unfortunate that, Nichushkin was, out of the lineup after game 3, I think. Now they still have a good group of players, but now you're gonna be without Nichushkin for potentially just early into the season, right, at the least. But you wanna get your captain back there, and hopefully that's not something that, is still up in the air. I'd love to see Landeskog back on the ice, but, I don't think the Avs are gonna completely go away, because that division, right, you still have the stars, right? They're gonna be good because even though they have a lot of old players, they have a lot of great players 24 and under who are still really good. And who else is gonna be dominant at that point, right? I think Colorado still has somewhat of a window to, make another deep run in the postseason. Wasn't Mark Savard part of the Bruins and Flyers comeback in 2010? Was he in the playoffs for the Bruins in 2010? I think so. The Mac when was the Matt Cook hit? Was that '09? Or was that I can't quite remember. I am revisiting that in a future video for the channel, though. The defense was horrible, goaltending was subpar. Tight game yesterday, though. Oh, wow, real fresh beer. There we go. What are we drinking tonight? We're going with, I still have a couple of these cans here. This is, Tiramisu Death. It's, Irish stout, 7%. We're not going anywhere after this game either, Twisters. Um, but yeah, let me know your thoughts on a score, prediction. You got your first goalie ejection, you did a dirty hit from behind your net. Oh my god. You, slashed someone in the back of the leg? It sounds like you actually put a body on him. And what had that player been doing to warrant such, contact, let's just say? Um, Happy Thursday, Spike Refresher, strawberry. Alright, man, well, drink up, enjoy. I thought it was gonna go to 3 overtimes. Yeah, how late into that game was that, Duchesne goal? And I mean, leave it to Duchesne, the former Avalanche, right? Granted, he's bounced around a bunch of other teams, but Matt Duchene scored at 11:42 into the second overtime. That's gonna be what? Is that the longest game we've had so far in the playoffs? I don't know. Cracky jersey for sale. I mean, like it still is, but I haven't tried selling it recently. I haven't been pushing for it, but yeah, I mean, if people are interested in any of my jerseys, they can contact me. Some I'm happy to sell, and some I'm not. At like 1 a.m. Central, yikes! He was tripping your teammates, and you were not having it. Well, yeah, if somebody's like getting away with it, then you got to step up in defense of them. Um, I would love to see the Panthers go to win the Stanley Cup. Excuse me. Love to see Tarasenko get another cup ring. I mean, I could see some other players probably getting to raise the cup before he does, just because of guys like Ekblad have been there forever, Barkov, right? But Tarasenko, they're finding a good way to fit him into the lineup as these playoffs progress. Go all the way besides the Sharks and Kings. Oh God, and it was so funny because man, urinating tree had posted this. He made a video about it, and I was thinking the same damn thing. And I'm like, man, the Hurricanes are basically the 2020s version of my Sharks. Why did I have to cheer for that team? Mm. Oh, I'm rocking Danelle. I'm rocking the old road jersey from the Adidas era, the Colby Cave, really, the Colby Cave jersey. Samsara, how you doing? Okpozo, yeah, that would be a great story there. Hopefully, even though he was a deadline acquisition, um, excuse me, one of the first guys who gets to raise it. Toast Tactical, good evening. And you know what? Actually, Dallas sports fan, honestly, I was completely tuned out from any of the action for the last 36 hours. So I haven't seen it myself. But congrats to the Stars and Matt Duchene. Cookie Cujo. All right. Thanks. Thanks for jumping in here, man. Got to get you a Molson. There we go. That sounds good to me, man. Uh, I mean, anything to wet your beak for what should be an intense game six. Uh, your first goalie ejection was for intentionally jabbing your stick in the no touch area of someone who punched your friend. Boy, oh boy, the camaraderie of hockey teammates, huh? And took the lead. They showed that little boy in a Hurricanes jersey crying. Yeah, they shouldn't have done that though. I know, right? It's a kid, right? It's not his hard-earned money that he's ponying up to go to a game and to be filmed like that. I know, right? I don't like seeing that kind of thing. You know, Aaron, good evening. Coronado weekend vibes. I know we're not talking about Matt Coronato. Uh, had to administer an IV. Oh, oh my God, man. Geez. Well, I hope that he's not in any pain, man. Oh God, that sounds awful. Um, all right, so we're getting into the anthem, and then we'll be underway here. How about that? Yeah, man. Sorry to hear about that. He's not eating. Yeah, you definitely are doing the right thing though, getting him some nutrition that way. Do I agree with the teams, Rangers, and whoever is left deserves to be out there? I know, right? Like this has been the closest of the four series right here between Vancouver and Edmonton. So I think either team is pretty much equally as deserving. Although it'd be crazy to see for the first time in ever, is it? We might have four number one seeds in the conference final, or at least the first time since we had this group of divisions. Which I like to see I like to see some lower seeds at least get far into the playoffs. So in one sense, it's a little bit disappointing, but at the other, I think you can argue though. I mean, here we are, the Stars. They're going on 25 years of no cup. The Rangers going on 30 years of no cup. The Oilers going on, well, I mean, Oilers Canucks, right? But Oilers haven't won since 1990. Canucks have never won, and the Panthers have never won. So, I mean, this is a really good Final Four. I think that the hockey that we're seeing, the quality of hockey, how close these games have been, I think that the Final Four is going to be great. So, even though I wish that we had, maybe a Cinderella run or two, I can't complain with the 4 teams that are left over, if you know what I mean. Been watching more of the IIHF than the NHL plays. Really? I know that there have been some good games with like Latvia and Slovakia, right? Uh, Aho locked up for 7 more years. I mean, like, hey, I think that that's great, right? It's just now that the other RFAs and UFAs, it's going to make it challenging to keep the group together. But we'll see what happens, man. Like, we'll see what happens with Brindamore, right? What's up, Nick? How you doing, man? Watching the stream and Fargo Force in Game 4 of the Clark Cup Finals for what, the USHL? Is that what it is? Looking for the title against Dubuque. Good luck, man. And the Blues make it to the playoffs next year. I'd have to look at the contract situation. I still think they need a little bit of help defensively, but Biddington had a nice year, so I think I had an overreaction to kind of where they were going into this season. They were still pretty competitive, so I'd have to look at the cap situation though to give you a good answer. But that Central Division isn't. You got the top 3 right, but we'll see what happens with Winnipeg. Are they going to be back again, or are they going to try to kind of retool things? Toria, hello, good evening, and we're underway here from Rogers Place, everybody. So hope you enjoy your time hanging out with us as we react to this here madness between the Canucks and the Oilers, as this puck is going to be cleared from the Canucks zone. Dominic, thanks for jumping in, man. All right, Garland. Oh, he was looking for Hronek. Edmonton getting the clear. JT Miller. Has he been the best forward for the Canucks in this postseason? I think that you can make an argument. All right, now Nurse. With some speed into the zone. He shoots and a save off the arm of Shelovs. Corralled by Hyman. McDavid behind the net, checked off by Hronek. Huggy Bear turns it over. A shot. Oh, looking for somebody in the crease. Bouchard dumps it toward the net. And it caroms out to another Oiler, a shot that goes just wide. And the Oilers have their legs going. Let's go Zadorov. That's been kind of one of my favorite players to watch in this matchup. Or I guess in the postseason for his first 2 series. All right. Now Hyman looking for McDavid around the net. Good defense there from, well, a couple of guys in white jerseys. Do I want a game 7? Yeah, I'd like a game 7. I mean, all of our other series were decided in 6. So you got to say yeah. A shot, and that one goes just wide. All right, actually, we're going to get a penalty here. And Draisaitl goes to the box, so the Canucks will be awarded a power play. Best series? I mean, hey, I think that all 4 of the series were actually very good. A lot of the games were super tight, and I think that we're probably still watching the best series right now. This one right here, I think, has to take the cake. Every game being decided by 1 goal. All right, so now we got a Canucks on the power play. And Miller and an errant puck is scooped up by Desharnais and cleared down. Emperor King, what's going on, man? Good luck tonight, man. All right, Miller stripped. And Ryan, Spokane, raise up, baby. Slapped, clear all the way down the ice. And what was for dinner tonight? I might get something to eat after the stream. We got some time on our hands after tonight's contest, unless we go into like multiple overtimes. And with how close this series has been, it could very well happen. Are the Hurricanes like the 2010s Capitals? Maybe the Capitals, kind of like my Sharks for that matter too. But I think the Oilers if the Oilers were to get eliminated in this series, I think you could say that the Hurricanes and the Oilers are kind of at a similar point with their franchises. But anyway, a shot that goes couldn't tell if that went off the blocker of Skinner, who got the nod tonight in goal for Edmonton. Hughes into the corner, cross ice. He's got Besser, a shot and down low, covered up by Skinner with 43 left on the power play. Did I feed Cortana? Yeah. Oh, yes. Cortana is well fed. Thank you. Chef's kiss with the Stars win last night. It was beautiful. And I mean, isn't that crazy how it was Matt Duchene scoring against his first NHL team? What's the drink of choice here? Well, we're going. Well, first of all, in the Twisted Wrister pint glass, but we've got a kind of an Irish stout, even though it's really an Irish kind of ruby brown. As we actually hear Celtic band flogging Molly from the speakers of Rogers Place. Oh, and a couple of roughing penalties assessed here to Janmark and also Miller, it looks like. Been the best playoff series. Oh, just like even in the first two rounds? I mean, I look at, the Dallas Vegas series was a nail biter. And I think that was, a couple other people had talked about this, how for Dallas, really, that might be their toughest opponent if they're going to get out of the Western Conference and represent in the Stanley Cup. That one comes to mind. I have the memory of a goldfish, I tell you. Um, I personally enjoyed seeing Florida get the best of Tampa Bay. I mean, I wish the series went longer, but I was enjoying that series because that was the matchup I was looking forward to the most in the first round, just going into things. Uh, so the teams that are left are, yeah, right. Like that's why I think this Final Four is going to be great, because we've got teams that either haven't won the Stanley Cup, or we're going to have teams that haven't won in a couple of decades, and I think that's great for the NHL. The Gangsta says Oilers will win. Ooh, a shot that took a hard bounce off the end boards. And now Quinn Hughes, a shot and trying to get through the traffic, and Oilers in good position, able to clear this one down. Yeah, 25 years is the most recent. So that's excellent, right? Dallas is going to be a great storyline because of how many grizzled veterans they have. Boston, Toronto. Yeah, that one, because you thought it was over a lot sooner than it ended up being. And then it was decided in overtime, too. Panthers, Rangers will be wild. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I hope we at least get one 7-game series there in the conference final. And DeBoer, yeah, seeking his first Stanley Cup, having brought two other teams to the final. A shot that goes just wide of Skinner, and we're back to even strength, by the way, fellas. And now a turnover in the Vancouver zone, but it's around the net. And here's Cole. And Di Giuseppe Abais. He's got Bluger, and a back check from Bouchard, a loose puck, and Skinner covers this one up. You like Carson Soucy? I liked him a fair bit when he was with the Wild and also with the Kraken. He's been a good sort of stay-at-home defenseman, I think, for much of his career. You're gonna get the new Utah jersey when that comes out. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, we have to wait a little while to see what that will look like, but I'm excited. The stubborn mule, yes, yes, that is Peter DeBoer. Cole has had an all-time bad series. Oh, really? Mm. What's up, John? Oh yeah, John. By the way, I meant to say, in my last video, I did use a track. So you get it from YouTube. Like YouTube has its own sort of music library. But yeah, you recognize that one from the post to post videos at the very end. Uh oh, maybe a chance. Oh, and Garland is denied by Skinner. Nice job by the Canucks keeping this possession alive. A shot from the point. and off of somebody in front, chipped out by the Oilers, and maybe they have a 2-on-1 developing, maybe a chance and a nice stick check there from Zadorov. Dan Bilesman, yeah, I could see that, yeah, because he's what the yeah he's the Coachella coach. He's the coach. Ella, got it. Hi Cortana. I know, girl. We have to wait for goals. Goals are super chats, and then we'll give you treats. Okay. All right, Hyman hassled by a couple Canucks. Hoglander and skated out by Draisaitl, trying to feed it up ice. The Oilers had numbers for a moment there. Hughes from behind his net, a loose puck corralled by Draisaitl. Shot from the point and a little bit wide off the stick of Bouchard. Draisaitl at the circle. A shot from Bouchard, and he didn't get good wood on that as Pedersen's going to chip this out. Yeah, what's up, Victoria? How you doing? JT Miller been too good? Yeah, oh, totally, man. Ekholm, maybe a Conn Smythe hopeful. Ooh, hope the Canucks win this one, says Victoria. Hey, I'm cool with either team. I wouldn't mind seeing a 7-game series out of this, though. All right, chipped out by the Canucks. Ooh, a little bit of a hit there towards center ice. Hey, what's up, girl? How you doing? All right, I'm just gonna give Cortana a treat. She's like, "Damn it, would have had 5 or 6 of these by now." There you go, bro. All right, we've got our first 7 minutes gone by. Good energy in this game so far. All right, Oilers gathering this from center ice. Dump down. And now Connor Brown. I didn't know he was in the lineup. Oh, oh, that's what. Oh, okay, so it highlights when you like renew the membership. Okay, cool. Well, thanks, Victoria. I appreciate that. We'll call that last treat a Cortana treat. How many Stanley Cups has Cortana won? um, well, oh wait, one sec. Hyman at the dot. He shoots and a pad save from Shelovs in perfect position. Cortana, um, she's a champion. Let's not make any mistake about that. Cortana, what are you up to? You like the Islanders, right? So Cortana has 4 Stanley Cups. Who will I pull for now? I'll pull for the Panthers. You know, I've followed them a fair bit over the last 6 years. Well, hitting the corner there on Hyman. Shelops has been a great third goal set. Oh yeah, man. I mean, that would be an awesome story for the Canucks heading into the conference final too. It's like a goaltender coming out of nowhere, kind of like a 2019 Binnington or a Cam Ward in '06, right? You're at the Cardinals game last night. That's free from YouTube. Oh, score through the 5-hole. It's Dylan Holloway, and it's 1-0 Oilers. All right, ready? Here we go. Ready? Whoop. Nice catch, girl. All right. Dylan Holloway. And he's had kind of a nice playoffs under the radar from what I've seen. Party packs of Taco Bell tacos. Buddy, I can't remember the last time I had Taco Bell. Probably because every time I've had Taco Bell, I've had a night that I don't remember anyway. And congrats to the Stars, by the way. Oh, okay, cool. You redeem it to show how long you've been a member. Got it, got it. All right, Oilers strike first. And a puck that gets set down behind Skinner. Zadorov trying to keep it alive, but it comes out of the zone. And now you hear "She Loves" being chanted by the Rogers Place faithful as Miller rushes around the net. A loose puck. Ekholm able to strip it. Draisaitl into the Canucks zone. He'll pull up into the dot. A shot and a nice back check from Bluger to disrupt that opportunity. As Bucharest and I use the exact same word. 7 months already, huh? All right, here comes Bluger and a little spinorama, but his backhand goes a little bit wide of the net. Vogel, he's got McDavid or Kulak, excuse me, in the corner. He was coming in with some speed, I guess. Hopefully, the Oilers don't choke like the Canes, Bruins, and Abs. Well, that's what we've seen in these playoffs, right? No lead is safe. You've had teams with like 3 goal leads and they end up losing the game. Uh, I'm curious to see what they do during the offseason. Well, the thing is that especially with Tampa, right? The salary cap situation isn't the most favorable for them. I think, like for example, Breezeball did a good job at the deadline in terms of keeping his team competitive, adding some depth there. But yeah, they need more than what they have available. Oh, and a chance in front, and Hoglander has buried it to tie it up. Just like that. It's 1-1. Niels Hoglander. And Cortana. Ooh, wait, is this a big there's a big chunk of apple right here. Here we go. Ready, girl? Whoop. All right. Great setup there from Elias Pettersson. Mm. We are on the brink in our own rink. Yeah. I was gonna say it was looking real good there. But Elias Pettersson in Gretzky's office to make the play. Homelander. Nils Homelander. Ooh, Myers big hit there on McDavid, but didn't go down. And he'll take this puck and send it behind the net. And looking out in front for a centering feed, that was crafty, but Shelov's read that and covers up. Do Canucks play better on the road or at home? I don't know off the top of my head. I'll extend that to the chat. We go to a commercial break, by the way, everybody. Reverse sweeping Toronto. Really was that a best of 7 to get that in the PWHL? That's pretty surprising or pretty exciting. Then I guess that'll get some people to kind of stay on with them. Yeah. So yeah, here again. Here's the remaining teams. These were the last time they won the Stanley Cup, or was in the final actually. Rangers. It's been 10 years. Of course, they lost to the LA Kings in 5. You got the Panthers. Oh, just a best of 5. Oh, that's still pretty fun though. Panthers, of course, in it last year. Stars in 2020 against the Lightning in the bubble playoffs. Oilers was '06. Yeah, that team was. I mean, they were riding a crazy good goaltender, and of course, he had Chris Pronger on defense that year, and then the Canucks 2011. Yeah, in what I think they might be the best team that that I've seen go to the final but not win it. Of course, like '08, '09 Red Wings would be up there too. Flyers have the least amount of cap space. Really? Blackhawks have the most, yeah. Yeah, Chicago, they're gonna have a fun time loading up their roster. Maybe not so much this offseason, but like next offseason. They can start to get a little bit more aggressive then. All right, we're down to 9:37 here in the first period. Goals from Holloway and Hoglander. Who had that on their bingo board? When is the draft? I think it's what, June 28th and 29th. Dustin, hey, what's up, man? Congrats for advancing to the conference final. Get it done, baby. And yeah, we'll probably be streaming, by the way, everybody, for round one of the draft on June 28th. And of course, my Sharks with the first overall pick, likely to draft Macklin Celebrini. So I'm looking forward to that. And then we have another first rounder too. So it's going to be a fun time. And the Canes put up a fight. That's the thing, man. They fight and they fight, man. But it's just like they just can't close. And their penalty kill, their special teams ended up being their Achilles heel, and Anderson for that matter too. He had no business being in there as much as he was. Oh, and nearly a chance off that rebound. Who was that on the wing for the Canucks? A shot from Besser with Suter in front of the net, and McDavid skating this out into the zone, drops it, and a shot, and just wide of the gloves of Shilov's. You're going to be in Argentina. Oh, cool. For work or for exploring? Pretty neat. Where Marty Natchez could be. Yeah, that's kind of the narrative, right? Because they have so many RFAs, they got to worry about Jarvis. Um, I'd hate to see them lose a player, but they're going to lose probably multiple, especially with like Pesci and Shea and Chatfield all UFAs. What's all right, Cookie Cujo. Um, what are a couple of your personal favorites that you have? All right, cool, man. We'll have a good time over there in the land of Argentina. Who makes fan apparel? Oh man, that's a ton of companies. Now Fanatics, of course, being kind of having a monopoly on apparel. But the one that I like the most, Christopher, is 47 brand. 47 brand. Like the shirt that I'm wearing underneath, it's a it's for baseball. It's a San Francisco Giants shirt, but yeah, it's made by 47 brand. And they have stuff like that for for NHL teams. All right, here's a chance for the Canucks on the power play, by the way. All right, a battle in the corner here. Cycled out and cleared down. Garland going to retrieve that. Yeah, but 47 brand. You pay for the quality, really. All right, Pedersen gaining the Edmonton zone, drawing a few defenders and a pass off the boards. Not very well executed there, and the Oilers will get the clear. New era is not bad for Enival. Yeah. All right, Besser. He'll drop this back, but to nobody actually. Locomotive Yaroslavl. Cool. I don't have any jerseys from Russia. A 90s Vancouver Canucks light jersey. Nice. And a Syracuse 1990s. Oh man, with that logo, who remembers the old Syracuse Crunch logo? Here's Besser looking for the point. He's got Pedersen. Send it back to PD to the other point where Hughes is, and they work it around the horn. And Besser, thought they were setting up the one timer. Miller at the dot. Back to Hughes. And a seam pass, and they look in front, and oh my gosh, Pedersen was right there on the back door. Nearly had something there. Now another seam pass. Nice play by DRNA to break that up. Force now. Oh, your Fargo Force. All right, here's Miller as we're back to full strength. Wow, they held the zone for like nearly that whole power play. Down to 6:30 here in the first period. Wow, I had Edmonton on the power play. That's my bad. All right, here come the Oilers. Draisaitl at the circle and disrupted by Garland, and the Canucks get the clear. All right, and the Oilers ice the puck. Most of the jerseys you have are your parents, but you have like a A Kucherov jersey. You should wear that for the NHL awards because he could very possibly win the Hart Trophy. Love 47 brand, only legit any NHL gear. Yeah, really. Um, their t-shirts are amazing, and they have some pretty good hats too. I like. I don't wear the dad hat with the kind of strap on the back, but I like the They do have some stretch fit hats too, which are quite good, and I even have some snapbacks. All right, we're gonna go to a commercial here. Canucks have had two power plays, by the way. What's going on, Owen? How you doing? Are you cheering for any of the remaining teams in the playoffs? Their locomotive was swept in the KHL final a few weeks ago. Oh, I mean, was it what like CSKA Moscow? Did they win another one? I don't really follow international hockey so much. Eyes of Night, what's going on? Thanks for jumping in here. Yeah, yeah. Make sure you ding that like button. Oh, show if you'd be so kind. What's up, Cortana? I know, girl. You're just waiting for the next treat, aren't you? I'll hook you up though, girl. You go, girl. Oh, they got eliminated by Locomotive. Oh yeah, that's good. You want some parity, right? Is Sergei Zubov still coaching in that league? Leafs fan, but you have a feeling that the Stars are going to win the cup. Just been working your butt off for the past 4 months. Well, hopefully now you have some time to enjoy the playoffs. But I mean, Rangers, Stars, Panthers. I think there are compelling arguments for all those teams to win it all. But man, the Stars have been pretty exciting to watch with kind of that interesting mix of you know older players, right? Guys who've never won a Stanley Cup, like even Duchesne, right? Scoring the winner last night. And then you've got these, 20 kids and kids to me, it's like 24 and younger, right? Um, oh, thank you, Hugh. I appreciate that, man. And the amazing dog cam, right? Yep. Really, I know that that's why a lot of people stick around. And you know what? I'm all here for it. But yeah, the stars with, of course, like Johnston and Stankoven, right? Like 20, 21 year olds who are able to carry this team at points in those series. Not to mention, I love me some Thomas Harley and Mira Heiskanen. Been a fan of his over the last few years. Uh, oh, hey man, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. All right. Here's Draisaitl. A shot from the top of the circle, and that goes out of play in the Canucks zone, by the way. Just three shots on goal so far. Kind of interesting, right? So two goals on just six shots as we're 14 minutes through the first period. Both of these teams with not first year, kind of first year coaches. It's really Talkett's first full year, right? Ooh, Hyman just took a awkward hit into the corner. He gets up, but he doesn't have his stick. And now Pedersen off the loose puck at center ice, flings it around the net. Thanks, Eyes of Night. I appreciate that, bud. Here, let's get Cortana a treat here as the Canucks go to work with Hoglander giving a shove in the corner to Bouchard. Kept alive, and now Elias Lindholm. Oh, big old piece of apple here. Whoop. Nice catch, Cortana. Now Hoglander against two defenders. He gets tripped up. No call? That kind of surprised me. Zadorov to the other point. It's Myers. Somebody else who, of course, has been playing in the NHL a long, long time without making a deep run until now. Tyler Myers, the former Winnipeg Jet, first of all. I kind of forgot that he even played there, but the Calder Trophy winner his rookie season, I believe the last time the Sabres were in the playoffs. You play playoffs, right? Buffalo Sabres playoffs. All right, here comes Connor Brown into the Vancouver corner, and Hughes the first one there. Where can you buy an NHL jersey? You're in the state. Are you in the states, Christopher? I would recommend Sports K. It's a mom and pop shop, but their jerseys are always at a discount. They're all legitimate, no fakes whatsoever, and shipping's only $2. Cool Hockey is another great option because shipping's free in the United States, even though they are based in Ontario, Ontario, Canada, not California. So I do like Cool Hockey quite a bit. I think they have I think they might be running a sale right now too for teams that aren't in the playoffs. But yeah, Sports K is kind of my first pick. Again, just a mom and pop shop. All right, now Draisaitl and loses that battle to Zadorov. But Kulak able. Oh, chance out in front. Oh, did Shelovs get a piece of that? Another turnover and almost another juicy opportunity for the Oilers as we get down to 320. Sharks alternates 140. I know, man. I'm like tempted. From the recent video on every team's player without a cup. Hey, thank you. Thanks so much. I appreciate that. And good luck to the Red Wings in the offseason. Unfortunate that the Kane is pretty much all but confirmed not to return, but you know, at least in my time, it's you got to have the Red Wings in the playoffs to really feel like it's a proper tournament there. But they got close. All right, we go to another commercial break, and just a PSA because like anytime you make an announcement on the community tab, really there's not a whole lot of visibility for that sort of thing. So I'm just gonna do my little spiel here. But for the people that have been, especially for people who've watched my channel over the years, um, we're looking to possibly raise funds from our own community to support the channel going forward. To, for example, have more presence on social media and on our Discord forum, and for me to produce more videos at a higher frequency. Like we could actually hire a video editor if we get the financial support that we are asking from our community. So, anyway, if you're interested, we are gauging interest at the moment in potential investors for Twisted Wrister Hockey. Anybody can be an investor as long as you're, I think, 18 or older. And really, the barrier to entry is actually pretty minimal. So, this is an opportunity for you to support my work and also potentially earn something in return. So, if that sounds interesting to you, even if you don't have a lot of money on hand at the moment, I would recommend seeing the link in the video description or my pinned chat message here. You can learn some more about this. I have a video about this as well. But yeah, we're trying to grow this channel and allow for me to do this for you guys full time. And that is it. I'll probably bring it up one more time toward the end of our stream tonight. But no, you don't have to donate. No, showing up, liking videos, and adding comments and following me on social media. That does make an impact. Wings belong in the postseason. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind seeing Ovechkin try for another Stanley Cup, but that Capitals team unfortunately was just pretty anemic offensively. Like the Wings would have at least put up goals. You would have had games that were like 6-4 probably. All right. All right. So now we're under 3 minutes. Twisted Wrister Hockey Investor. All right, cool. Well, I like the sound of that. All right, back to it. Chipped down by Garland and Skinner, settling it for Bouchard. It's kind of crazy. Both teams just stuck on 3 shots. A shot from the point, and Bouchard, that one goes over the net. Oh, a chance the other way. And Skinner able to stop that opportunity from Lindholm, it looks like. Yeah. And yeah, just to clarify a point that I made earlier, that page that I just shared with you, that's all hypothetical. Like you're not committing to anything just yet. It's just more like, would you like some more information? Should I run a fundraiser? So you can always opt out of it if you indicate that you are interested. Down to 210 here in the first period, and a face-off in the Oilers zone, and Edmonton controls this. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, you can unsubscribe from that eventually. Even if you sign up preliminarily, you can always say, okay, I don't want any more information on that. All right, over the stick of Di Giuseppe and Kulak, playing it over for Ryan McLeod. Ryan, I loved it. Buccigross just shouted out Spokane. I love the sound of that. And now here's Quinn Hughes. He's got Besser, but a good back check there from Vogel. And McLeod just going to shovel this down as the Oilers get the change. Now play it up ice. Garland trying to shake Nurse. And Draisaitl's going to take this down. He's got Holloway at the dot and a save by Shilovs. I pace myself here. Oh, yeah, we've got game one between the Rangers and the Panthers at 5 o'clock. Well, 8 o'clock Eastern on Wednesday. I'm pretty thrilled to see that matchup. All right, here's Draisaitl and Pedersen. Kane a shot and nice block there from Cole. Now here come the Canucks. Good back check from Holloway and Draisaitl. One sec there, party doctor. How am I able to watch the games their way to circumvent being blacked out? Party doc, I haven't tried this one because I'm watching on Sling TV, but was it Sports East? Sports East? Is that the one that I've used before? Sorry. Stream East. Yeah, streameast.gg, excuse me. Yeah, yeah. Cookie Cujo got it right. There we go. Cool. By the way, we've in our 61 votes, we've got the Canucks clicking at 61% to 39% for the Oilers. So you guys like the road team for tonight? Barkov, oh, he's already won the Selke Trophy. Wow, congrats to him. That's crazy that Jordan Stahl had gone like what 13 or 14 years in between his nominations. Trying to find a way to watch games without being blacked out. Yeah, yeah, I know, man. It is the worst. Really, man. It's like, uh, basically, it's like, hey guys, name your price, and I will pay it to have one spot to watch every game. You know, good luck. All right, now McDavid out to the point. Hyman. Well, final second here, a shot, one timer. Bouchard. But they're waving it off. They're saying it's gonna be goalie interference. The Bergeron Award. Yeah, Tad says, "Does that count?" And the ruling on the ice is no. Microphone seizure. Yeah, yeah, it kind of does that. Oh no, did I just spell two with one O instead of two of them? Ooh, yeah, Hyman kind of bumped into him a little bit. Very tight there in the crease. No way that counts. Yeah, that's English is hard. Yeah, that's true. Fanatics is suing Marvin Harrison Jr. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, you don't have to sign up then, Samantha. That's okay. All right. Let's take a look at this one more time from the aerial cam. She loves is in the Hyman's in the crease when he makes that contact because she loves is trying to get into position. I think that's going to be the correct ruling. Personally, it's probably goaltender interference, breach of contract. Oh, is that right? And yeah, the call stands. So no goal, no goal. Yeah, I thought that was a pretty clear example of goalie interference there. Frustrating for the Oilers, but they're going to have to work a little bit harder to earn one, I guess. All right, guys, I'm going to take a quick restroom break here. McDavid and Cup would do wonders for the marketability of the finals. I would hope so too. But either way, like I said, I think the storylines going into the Final Four are going to be great, whether that's Edmonton or Vancouver representing the Pacific. All right, so I'm going to. All right, who names their son? It's actually it's Nile, right? Isn't that the correct pronunciation? Anyway, here we go. Be right back. Cortana was a good girl. Thank you. Lock him in the bathroom, take over the channel. You know what? I think I could leave this channel in her hands, in her paws, I suppose, for your second minor league baseball game. Schaumburg Boomers. Hoping for the Canucks to move to the Western Conference Final. Well, 40 minutes left, and it really is anybody's game. That close call certainly does kind of wake them up going into the locker room. But yeah, Cortana is a very good girl, as we know. Pro Bolt Forever. Hello. Would that make you a Lightning fan or a Chargers fan, or would that make you a fan of both? Cortana is the face of the channel. Yes, indeed, she is. And like I've said before, y- she's got her own. I mean, we have pet shirts with her face on there. That's what she's wearing. I'm drinking a beer out of a Cortana pint glass. We've got t-shirts. We've got snapbacks. We've got so many amazing items in our merch store, recolored for every NHL team, by the way. So you can see a link to the video, just or a link in the video description if you're looking for some Cortana merch. Other than Cool Hockey, where can you get a jersey? Yeah, Sports K, I think, is a great site. Go for it. Pulling for the Canucks. Tired of hearing about McDavid. Now, is that just? Do you live in Canada, or just you're tired of hearing McDavid from any sort of media source? Rick, hello, hello, Humraj. Welcome back, my friend. How's Idaho? Is it raining right now? I can't tell. It's been really gusty the last few days here in the Panhandle, but I don't mind it. Locomotive jersey on the Jersey Hub. Okay, I'm not familiar with that. McJesus, yes, McJesus is not trademarked, by the way. For anybody interested in a business opportunity, who do I have winning in the? Oh shoot, I almost quit out of my stream. My bad. Who do I have winning in the playoffs? Well, my bracket got absolutely shattered. I had Jets over Lightning. At this point, it's kind of hard not for me to pick the Stars to represent the West, no matter who they take on. And I am a little superstitious, and this is a bit of wishful thinking, but I think the Panthers will get back to play Dallas. Peter DeBoer doesn't have a Stanley Cup, so I don't know if I can pick the Stars. But there are a lot of guys who are hungry for a Stanley Cup over there in Dallas. I don't know. Maybe the Stars over the Panthers right now. Maybe I'd go with that. Absolutely insane. Yeah, I just liked how they were built, man. And then they just absolutely folded like a lawn chair. Are the Sharks going to trade their pick? I don't think there's any chance that they do that. They really do need just an absolute game breaker. Will Smith is a great top prospect for us right now, but you can't deny the opportunity to, draft a player who gets compared to the likes of Jonathan Taves and even Sidney Crosby. Western Conference final trip last year, getting Wyatt Johnston in there helps them big time. Wyatt Johnston, Stankoven, Thomas Harley, one of the top goal scorers among defensemen. And Ottinger's looked really, really good in the playoffs for the most part. So there you go. Will Smith, yeah, that's our guy, the Fresh Prince. We're gonna have the Fresh Prince, and we're gonna have Return of the Mac. The Jets were due. You thought so, man. And hopefully Rick Bowness has a good time in retirement. But yeah, it's unfortunate that they fell short. They really just have not been the same team that they are in the regular season. I mean, that's not always a powerhouse per se, but go Florida, the Macalodon. I haven't heard that, and I love it. Stars and Panthers would be fun because that would be the third time teams from Dallas and Miami played in a championship. In any wow, you have a good command of sports knowledge. For chopping Dylan Larkin in the net. Oh, really? Shoot, I didn't know he had done that. Um, Made it up just now. Hey, you know what? The Macalodon? That's amazing. Honestly, that's really good. I'm impressed. But yeah, I mean, shoot, we could have a rematch of 1994, right? If we got Canucks and Rangers in the final. There could be some really good storylines to develop over the next 2 series. I mean, hell, if it was Panthers versus Stars, Panthers was the first team that DeBoer coached, right? Sharks are your West Coast team. Oh, really? One of your favorites was always Nabokov. Exactly. Yeah, it's a 1A, 1B. Nabokov and Thornton, right? Yeah. And I got myself a Pavel. Well, I have a fair amount of jerseys here, but I still have my Pavel Datsyuk. Breaking news. Well, don't tell us that you have breaking news and then go to a commercial break. Then it's not breaking news anymore. Dallas and Miami played each other in 2011. That's right. And in '06, yeah. I will never forget '06. See, Dwayne Wade, when I was still in high school then, and like Dwayne Wade was becoming one of my favorite ballers. So I had Dwayne Wade shoes. They were Converse. And then, of course, joining him that year in Miami, the glove, Gary Payton getting his ring. My favorite basketball player of all time. Burns, Burns certainly has his age is showing a little bit. They did a nice job of actually making him more of a just regular old defenseman and not having him taking as many chances offensively. That worked out for them pretty well. He's got one more year left over there. Not the most affordable of cap hits, but San Jose has helped out with that. Burns, I think, will get consideration for the Hall of Fame. Even without Stanley Cup, he will get consideration. He's a three-time Norris Trophy finalist and a winner. And I mean, if we're talking about Hall of Fame specifically, I mean, Burns is he's a character, man. Panthers versus Canucks. Who will Luongo cheer for? Yeah, really. Sickest player you've ever seen live. Datsuk. Yeah, yeah. Datsuk was man. There were not many players whose skills could kind of compare to him. Yeah, it's going to be a great Final Four. Either way you slice it, man. And then what's going on in the NBA? I think we're getting what Game 7 right between a couple of matchups there, right? Timberwolves and Nuggets and Stars and or not Stars, Mavericks and now that's going 7 games. Mavericks and whoever they're playing. That tells you how much I know about the NBA these days. I'm just awful. Uh, you have like Knicks and Pacers. I know that is a couple teams that are long overdue. Mavs and Thunder. Okay, got it. Yeah, I got to go for the Thunder here. I mean, I don't root for them really, but at the same time, it's like, all right, they are the former Seattle Supersonics, my team growing up, and they do have Santa Clara alumnus Jalen Williams. So go Thunder. Oh, there's a documentary on the 2011 Vancouver riots after the 4-0 loss at home against the Bruins. Oh boy, do I have water with me? I'll get some next time I get up, probably. But yes, always good to hydrate. Yeah, it's unfortunate though, because what tomorrow is our first day without playoff hockey. We got to wait till Wednesday for the start of the conference final in the East. I got your Twister Wrister stickers on your laptop. Cool, man. Feel free to send a photo of them if you want. Proud of the Syracuse Crunch for a weird reason. Do you live around Syracuse? Current pick to win the cup. I'm leaning toward the Stars right now. Every time I make a prediction, though, guys, I'm just getting really bad with my predictions. I'm leaning toward the Stars, though. Team that I like the least, well, as a Sharks fan, it's the Golden Knights. Um, can that change? Sure, because if there's a team that we lock horns with in the playoffs the next time we make it in like 4 years, then it could be that team. It could be the Kings again, you know? So that's kind of just how it is, right? With rivalries. But then we've got what Bruins fans did after the handshake line. Oh, no. Um, my second favorite team has been the Hurricanes, though. I mean, like, I've been following them and the Panthers for like the last 5, 6 years. Um, so I want to see them win a Stanley Cup. I mean, there's opportunity there. Oh, Rod Brindamore. Rod Brindamore is. I don't know. Some people might think this is a bad thing, but Rod Brindamore staying with the Hurricanes, I'm happy to hear that. Oh, thank God. Brindamore's back. I'm just here for the riot. Really? Oh God. Yeah. You wanted him to go to New Jersey? Yeah, he would have been a hot commodity. Uh, that you can't stand the Penguins. Penguins now back to back years, no playoffs. Bruins, Blackhawks. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it changes over time, right? But since my Sharks still suck, there's no one else. Like, it's not like my Sharks can develop like a real animosity with any other team while we suck. So, I'm still kind of living in 2019 when I say the Knights. But the Kings will be back. The Kings will be back, and so will the Ducks, for that matter, too. Like, my most hated team in the NHL in the next 5 years, it very well could be the Ducks, straight up. Um, and I am looking forward to the Ducks being competitive again. It's been too long. It's been 6 bad years for them. Rooting for the Stars. You have family in Tejas. Um, Notice that a lot of names are not translate. Yeah, it's true. Like, I don't really know Russian or Eastern European languages like that, but like Sergei Fedorov is like, I can't even say it right. It's like Fyodorov, right? There's a little bit of a diphthong in there that gets lost in translation, right? The Sharks have the second coolest jersey of the NHL behind the winning wheel. Definitely Red Wings. I think there's a case to make that they have the best logo today, like these days, and like all time. Whalers would be right there for a lot of people as well. Ducks are going to be tough. Yeah, they're going to be scary, man. Like getting Cutter Gauthier, right? Alex mentions that too, right? Cutter Gauthier, Leo Carlson, and Mason McTavish as two of their other centers, right? One of them is going to play wing. Um, Zegras, we'll see if he stays there, but like they got Mintukov on defense, they've got Zellweger, they've got Dostal in goal. I I think that they finished seventh in the division this year or this past year. Could they finish maybe sixth? Could they finish out of Calgary next year? They could. I could see that maybe happening for them. Ducks are going to take a little step forward next year. Your team doesn't even have a logo. Oh, Utah, that's right. Metal Mike, what's up? Canucks playing more sound defensive hockey and getting to the dirty areas. I mean, I think that Edmonton has played pretty good defense for a lot of the playoffs so far. Yeah, Fyodorov. Yeah, that's right. Who do I want to win? I'm hoping the Oilers at least take this to a seventh game, but I'm pretty indifferent as to who represents the Pacific Division in the conference final. Although, yeah, I do like. I gotta say, the Canucks fans have been long deprived of a Stanley Cup. Not that Oilers fans have, not that they woke up yesterday with a championship under their belt because they've been waiting for 34 years. Rangers shield is dope. Yeah, I think that I like seeing it on a jersey now and then. Flyers in about 2 to 4 years are going to look pretty nasty. Yeah, what is it? Ivan Prosvetov, is that his name? Or am I thinking of somebody else? And then of course you have what was his name? Damn it! Why am I drawing a blank? Not Sandstrom. You had the other guy. Um, Guys from work is getting you a Whalers T-shirt. Nice. I like the sound of that. Yeah, you go to 47 brand online. Uh, yeah, if you go to 47 brand online, they should have a Whalers shirt. Even Fanatics has Whalers shirts. Buy at your own discretion, of course. By the way, I didn't say first intermission on this. Here we go. First intermission. There we are. When will Utah have their first NHL season? It's gonna be this next year. So in October they'll start. Michkov, of course, yeah. Favorite logo from the Sharks? Damn, that's a good question. I love like the Cali the new fin logo looks really good. I also really liked the way they did the shark fin on the stealth jersey, or it was just black and teal. Um, I think that one to me is just fantastic. Fantastic. Brindamore staying feels similar to Stamkos staying in Tampa. Expected both to leave, but I mean, oh, they're gonna drop the puck here. Yeah, Stamkos. We're gonna see what happens with him. Will he get? Will he get a better offer elsewhere on the market? Because he could. All right, so we're underway with the start of our second period. 1-1, very close to being 2-1 Oilers at the end there. All right, let's boogie everybody. Devils logo is very clean. Absolutely, yeah. I've kind of said, it looks like it could use a little bit more to it, but you know what? There's nothing wrong with it at all. Should Vancouver go back to the Flying V jerseys? God, that thing is an abomination. To see it for one night, I wouldn't mind. How about we get more millionaires jerseys though, or like the millionaires jersey in blue and green? I'd go for that. Stammer to Utah, Whalers best logo ever. Yeah, I mean, like if people have that opinion, I'm not going to complain one bit. It's an amazing logo. I like the Red Wings though because it has some detail to it, but they're both basically flaws. Blues logo, yeah, I think the Blues logo is underappreciated. It's just perfect. All right. Ooh, it turned over. Here comes Hoglander. The lone goal so far had to hold off Bouchard, but good defensive support from Hyman. And now here comes a chip in here from Ekholm. And Hronik will retrieve it as the Oilers change up. Draisaitl, by the way, riding an 11-game playoff point streak. That's pretty damn good, guys. So he's at a point in every game. Now, what I thought was a holding there in the Oilers zone. I'm surprised that the Canucks didn't draw another penalty there. A shot from Hronik, a tip play in front, looking for Bluger. And we get a whistle here. Red Wings is probably the best logo in sports. Yeah, it's got to be right up there, man. You got Xander. Xander, I saw you in there. If you're a Devils fan, you get that tattooed. Yeah, so the Sharks, not the Cali fin, but again from the stealth jersey in just black and teal. That's my lone tattoo. It's too cool. Yeah, just too cool, man. Hated the Wings up until 2010. Yeah, I'm pretty much there too because they had such good battles in the playoffs with my Sharks. But I miss them being in the West. North Stars logo, yeah, not too many people credit the North Stars logo. That and the Atlanta Flames. The Atlanta Flames, I think, is the most underrated of the classic logos. What's going on, man? Thanks to your 4-year-old, the Canucks are now called the Coconuts. Oh, well, at least you shouldn't call them the Canucks. All right. Canucks able to get it clear. Good to have you here, Dan. Ooh, going hard into the corner there. Was that Fogel? And that's going to be a penalty on Zadorov. The Oilers will get their first man advantage. Let's take a look at that again. Ooh, man, that was an ugly collision there. Against, what was that, Connor Carrick or Sam Carrick? I guess Sam Carrick. Wow, I haven't seen him in a long time, at least in a playoff game. The flightless birds. The Mooterist logo, it's up there. It's goat tier. Wing wheels tattooed on the back of your shoulder. Nice, man. That's cool. Penguins powder blue alternates. Oh, like the Winter Classic from '08. You know what? I want to see the Penguins with their like '70s jerseys that were two tone blue. I'd like to see those a lot. Here comes McDavid skating in. A loose puck, scooped up by Nugent Hopkins, dropping it back to the point. Here he is, feeding the dot. McDavid looking in front. He had Hyman there. And now back to Bouchard at the point with Draisaitl working down low. And a nice strip of the puck there for the Canucks, but they can't get it clear. Bouchard handed off from Draisaitl into the corner. Nugent Hopkins looking out in front. Nobody's there. Bluger slapping at it. Still alive in the zone, though. Buck 15 left on this power play. Draisaitl. And now Nugent Hopkins back to Draisaitl. One-timer and just wide of the glove of Shelov's. In the corner. And, ooh, McDavid had his stick knocked out of his hand. No call. And the Oilers have to, of course, regain the zone. And now into the Vancouver corner for McDavid to play back to the point. Nugent Hopkins, top of the circle, down low McDavid. Tries to draw on Shelov's, kicks it out. And a nice breakup there by Myers. So the fans aren't very happy. The Oilers, a lot of passing, but not pulling the trigger all too much. Robo Penguin and the Goat Head. Yeah, I've got two of those hanging up on my staircase right now. McDavid shoots and blockered aside by Shelov's and deflected out of play with 17 seconds left. All right, 17 seconds left. Got a face off here in the Vancouver zone. McLeod loses this to Miller. And Susie, I don't know what he was trying to do there. He turns it over. Fogle going against Pedersen, able to get around him, but Miller scoops up the puck. And coming away unscathed is the Vancouver penalty kill. As we're about 4.5 minutes through this second period. Have I been to Hartford? I haven't. Oh, McLeod gets denied by Shelov's as the Oilers are able to get back into the zone quickly. A loose puck scooped up again by Miller. And now Hughes retreating here. Bruins should change their logo to a rat in honor of Marchand. Ooh. Suter now. Suter able to cycle this along to Besser. Miller looking for the point. Good back check there from Fogle. Garland down low to Suter. Feeds Cole jumping into the play. And now Suter behind the net, drawing a couple defenders to the net. And a block immediately. Hughes with it at the point. He shoots and an initial save by Skinner. He dropped it, but he's able to cover up. Yeah, I've never been to Hartford. Surprised Kansas City wasn't considered for relocation. Yeah, I am intrigued at the thought of Kansas City being an NHL city again. I know the Scouts obviously were not a very successful franchise there for their 2 seasons. Mean Metal Mike, probably CCM. I think their jerseys, their like replicas were more durable than the Reebok Premiers, but the Reebok Authentics, man, those were great. Yeah, that's true. Hurricanes do make Whalers jerseys. What will happen to the with the Devils? There's so many names out there, so I have no idea, man. It could be anybody from a lot of former Sharks coaches are still out there. Because I haven't been paying attention to other coaches they could potentially be interested in. Like I know that Todd McClellan's name is still out there. Dean Evason's still out there. Jay Woodcroft from Edmonton. Some of the older coaches, could somebody like a Bruce Boudreau get picked up? All right, Darnay trying to get this clear and sent ahead for Evander Kane. A good back check there from Hronik, and the Oilers are offside. Uh, what's going on, Fizz Chick? Thanks for streaming. Great to listen while working. Oh, cool. I'm glad I can help you with that, so that you can effectively multitask. And that's kind of how I ended up doing stuff like this on YouTube originally. But yeah, happy to be a voice for you there. Down to 14-11 here. Shilovs has been great in the playoffs. Yeah, great story. Arturs Shilovs, product of Latvia. Mike Babcock, yeah, you know, he's still out there. Daryl Sutter. All right. Now Cece, and he'll evade a hit as Ryan McLeod chips it out. Sent down for Skinner. And with time here, he'll just hand this off to Cece. McLeod, the drop pass. Vogel, he charges into the net, and Shilov's able to stand tall. Actually falls down immediately afterwards. He's all right. He's all right, though. All right, Bruin, catch you later, man. And a shot from Hoglander. And hope you're able to still enjoy the playoffs, Bruin. And now shot and turned aside by Shilovs. And he nearly, I thought he was going to fumble that puck. Would have given Bouchard a chance. Gallant is still out there. Yeah. Could you see Gerard Gallant as maybe the Devils coach? I could kind of see that, right? He go against the, to sign on with the team that knocked him out of the playoffs last. Jay Leach. Yeah, Jay Leach. What? Seattle Kraken assistant coach? Well respected across the league, sure. Former Shark, Jay Leach. Yeah, Derek Gallant, aka Mister 3 years, never lasted through 3 full seasons with the franchise, right? Grant, for whatever reason. Berube, you don't think he's an upgrade? The Matthews Tavares era. Take Keefe in New Jersey. Yeah, I don't know if Keefe's gonna coach next year, or maybe he wants to take a year off. Can you still get a Whalers jersey? Yeah, you would have to get that through like the Carolina Hurricanes, though. You'd have to go to their shop or go to fanatics.com. But yeah, they have Adidas jerseys for the Whalers. Favorite announcer, Gary Thorne, yeah. And don't forget about Doc Emmerich. But yeah, Gary Thorne's voice is amazing. I also I mean, a lot of people love Bob Wischusen now, and I'd say that he's the closest that we get to that Gary Thorne sort of thunderous delivery, and so he's my favorite to probably listen to right now for national broadcasts. Eng, what's going on? Yeah, but Barkov won the Selke Trophy, as somebody had pointed out earlier, as the best defensive forward. So congratulations to Sasha Barkov for winning. Yes, as we should consider calling the Patrice Bergeron Award. Just the voice of your childhood, yeah. Coaching for Mike Sullivan is going to be coaching for Team USA in the 2026 Olympics. Former Shark Joel Ward is the coach. Yeah, Joel Ward, maybe Trent Yanni, Jay Woodcroft. Oh, here's a chance in front. Oh, blocker to side by Shilovs off Hyman. Oh, Hyman, another. Oh, and off the. Did that go off him and in the net? I think it did. Zach Hyman's on the board, though. It's 2-1. All right, let's give Cortana a treat. Favorite cup final that didn't involve my team? I mean, I love seeing the Capitals win the cup. um, of 6 years ago. Yeah, Shelovs just couldn't get a full piece of that, and that just kind of deflected off of him and went into the net. Yeah, I want to make sure that that's correct. Um, and also away fan, I'd say Bruins and Blues because I know maybe not your favorite thing to hear, but I loved the Blues winning their first Stanley Cup as well, and the year after the Capitals did it. Not to mention that series went 7 games, and it was a really good 7 games. And the crowd again chanting "She loves." Now Janmark, I shot it from the dot, and he does not get good wood on that. Nurse from the point. Cortana, you get one treat for the goal, not two. You know what, Cortana? We're gonna give you another treat anyway. You're a good girl. This one here, she's so hard to resist, but I will oblige, Cortana. All right. Ooh, Cole gets taken down behind his net. Good pressure from Edmonton here. Kulak trying to seal that off on the boards, but this is going to go all the way down to Skinner and will be ruled as icing. Skadoosh. What team would be the Rangers are like the 49ers? Um, I don't think that that's an unfair comparison. The Niners have been, yeah, they've been knocking on the door though, like going to the final though for um last few years, right? But I'd say like the Hurricanes right now are like the what used to be the San Diego Chargers. Brandon Moore being re-signed, like I think it's good. I know that the Canes have only made it so far, but and I don't. You know what? With Brandon Moore, I have my criticisms, like how he ran special. Well, not so much special teams as much as, for example, continuing to play Anderson. I thought that was bad. Vernon, hello. Hope you're ready for what should be an amazing conference final for both conferences. But yeah, I think that Rod Brindamore staying in Carolina, I think it's right. They've won a playoff series every year since he's been there. You know. Oh, thanks, Ang. And Toria said the same thing too. Hmm. Maybe a chance for Hronik. He shoots and turned aside by Skinner, and he'll go down. I think a teammate collided into him. Yeah, I would say that kind of what we saw with the Lightning. You could say that they were kind of the Chiefs, but then again, the Lightning have kind of come down since their last Stanley Cup 3 years ago. Ah, we're down to 10:37 here in the second period. Yeah, right. Toronto Maple Leafs or the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, it's kind of hard to put up an argument against that. Yeah, totally, Vernon. Right, every game decided by one goal. Not to mention, like, even though one game has gone to overtime, right? They both just come down to the wire the last 2 games. All right, here's McLeod onto the wing. Here's Connor Brown or Carrick, excuse me, Sam Carrick, who came over also in that Henry trade, if I'm being correct. Chad, how you doing, man? Good evening to you. The shots now favor the Oilers 12-6. So Vancouver, 6 shots exactly halfway through this game. And here comes Kulak. Or, excuse me, Fogel. Ryan Hughes kind of not really a reverse hit, but gearing up for one. And now McDavid with some speed, trying to streak through three Canucks onto the wing. He's got Ekholm, a shot pad save. McDavid cycling this around the net. Here comes Bouchard. A loose puck. McDavid battling against Hronik and now into the corner for Hyman. The 50-plus goal scorer. In the corner, taking it around the net against Hughes. Looking for Nugent Hopkins. Back out to Ekholm. And the Oilers really going to work here with their top guns. McDavid and trying to split two defenders coughs it up. Just one shot every 5 minutes. Yeah. And now, oh, and up the outside of the net there from Hyman. Scooped up by McDavid. Bouchard, a shot. He scores. Oh my goodness, what a rocket. 3-1 Oilers. Wow. And that line, that has to be one of the most dominant shifts I've seen in the playoffs and probably all year long. Unbelievable. Here you go, Cortana. 3-1. But remember, guys, no lead like this is safe. But man, the Oilers have really gone to work. You know, the idea here is you want your goaltender to, of course, not see all that much action directly in front of him. And with the Oilers' pressure in the Canucks zone, they have been able to own the zone time for most of this game. Vernon dropping 5. Thanks, man. Let's give Cortana a treat on your behalf. 5-4 your prediction. All right. So there you go. Thanks, Vernon. I appreciate that, man. Vernon, longtime viewer. All right, we'll go to a commercial break. Oilers do well at home in Game 6. Well, I know that they. Well, wait a second. I'm trying to think of that. No, the last 2 years against the Kings, they were on the road in Game 6, right? Like Mike Vernon. Vernon is a Capitals fan, if I'm correct. Vernon 85. I think that's Vernon Davis, though, right? I wonder if Vernon Davis will make the Hall of Fame. I would think so. Having watched his career with the 49ers, living in that area, I did for many years. But yeah, Vernon Davis won a Super Bowl actually with Denver in 2015. I forgot about that because he went in the 2012 season against the Ravens. But Vernon Davis, 7,500 yards as a tight end. That makes a good case for the Hall of Fame. Before the game started, you said to start DeSmith. Oh, really? I mean, I still think Shelovs has been very good, but now it's at that point, right, where he has to come up with one of those saves that, you know, if his team wants to stay in the game, he's got to make a save that's, he has to make an improbable save probably. Vernon Davis alternate gold jersey. Oh yeah. Cookie Cujo. I'm not like huge into the NFL, but I probably watch it the most after hockey. Big Minnesota Vikings fan myself. Ben, how you doing? Thanks for jumping in. Your bro has a white Vernon Davis. And Niners got good uniforms. Probably one of my favorites out there. You know whose uniform I think is probably the most underrated though would be Detroit's. Coming from a Vikings fan, the uniforms in that division are really good for the most part. Oh, here's Kane and paddled aside by Shelovs. Vontae Davis. Oh, that sounds vaguely familiar. Oh, he passed away. Oh wow, he passed away just last month. Wow, he made 2 Pro Bowls in his career. or midway through a game. Um, Not big on football, too slow. Yeah, they're only like 12 or 13 minutes of actual action. All right, came behind the net with under 8 minutes left and covered up by Shelovs as Edmonton. I mean, when you can continue to pressure like that immediately after a goal, that's what really I think wears the other team down. I mean, it looks like it, Jacob. It looks like it, but every time I think that I know the way something's going to go, and the reverse happens, right? Yeah. The Lions' new black jersey. I did. I don't think I did. I'd probably rather see them in black though than that silver. Um, Brett Favre and a Reggie White. Yeah. Ah, that was probably one of the most confusing times in my life when Brett Favre went to the Vikings. All right, down to 7:40, and Hronik playing it from behind his net. Hughes up the wall and swatted at by somebody in blue. Shelovs ended up with that puck and covered up. I thought Shelovs when he made that play out of his crease, though, just like charged forward to knock the puck out of his zone. What was that, game 4? Had to enjoy it that year. I did. Begrudgingly, I did. Uh, cor- Correct, Samantha. You're correct. You don't have to sign up for it. You won't be contacted unless you say you want to be contacted. Strongers with the longer shots. Yeah, that's. I mean, do you think that that's like him not being able to see around the screens, or just generally speaking, he's having some trouble with that? All right, Miller skating out of the zone, and here's Myers, and he gets stripped, kept alive in the zone. Miller sending one toward the net. Nurse from behind his net out to the point. A chance in front, and the tip goes wide from Miller. Now a bunch of blue jerseys along the boards. Myers from the point. He'll shoot it off of looked like McLeod. And now Fogel dumps it down. Just generally speaking, struggling from the distance. That, that's interesting. I mean, maybe it's I don't know how to break that down really, but that's a hell of a shot from Bouchard. And now Garland getting into some extracurriculars here. Looks like he draw a high stick? He might have. It's actually he's going to be the one going to the box. So we're going to get another Oilers power play. Although the Canucks did kill off what we saw earlier in the period. Let's see, was he high stick though? But yeah, he had kind of taken down one of the Oilers after he thought he had been high stick. So he is being a little feisty out there, Connor Garland, but that's the role that he's played for his whole career. All right, so Oilers to the power play. We're at 6.5 left. Bouchard playing it to the other point now down low. And I don't know why Draisaitl passed up that shot opportunity personally. Nuge. And here he is at the top of the circle. Draisaitl. And off the side of the net, retrieved by Nugent Hopkins. And now Nugent Hopkins takes a hit in the corner. Nice play by Cole. He'll skate it out. And McDavid gets it back. Into the zone comes Nugent Hopkins, Draisaitl. Stripped there by Bluger, and a pass that goes into the netting with a buck 22 left on the power play. All right. Canucks able to clear this down. And Bouchard from behind his own net will drop it back for McDavid. Nugent Hopkins, and now feeding it back to the point for Bouchard. Another Oiler gets taken down in front of the net. Hyman is down on his knees. We get a whistle. And now Hyman checking for blood here as he was high sticked. If I got a Whalers jersey, well, if I had to put a Whaler on there, not an actual Hurricane, I mean, you could go with Kevin Dineen, but then again, I'd be going for like the Kelly Green Whalers. So, um, I mean, Gordie Howe would probably be the choice, right? But with a Hurricane, I just can't make up my damn mind because there are too many players I like on that team. Seth Jarvis, probably though. Seth Jarvis has become one of my favorite players in the NHL. Yeah, Edmonton up too. Yeah, and they've just been. And Ron Francis would be a great one as well. Yeah. Is there a company that specializes in vintage jerseys? Mitchell and Ness, but that's owned by Fanatics now. That's the crappy thing. But there's also Royal Retros. So we're at 45 seconds of 5-on-5. Down low, Nugent Hopkins and trying to force one in for Ryan or Hyman, excuse me. And Shelov's able to pounce on it. Yeah, does anybody have any Royal Retro jerseys? Chris Pronger. Yeah, that's right. Boy, he got into a little bit of trouble over there. How about Brendan Shanahan, one time Hartford Whaler? Paul Coffey was a Hartford Whaler. All right, McDavid down low, he takes it back, and Draisaitl. Shelov's able to get a piece of that with his glove. Draisaitl, seam pass, McDavid works it back to Bouchard. 20 seconds left of 5-on-3. McDavid, nice read there by the Canucks, and they'll clear this down. Nugent Hopkins. And back to Bouchard. Final second here. And Hyman, a tip that goes off Shelov's and wide. Now we're back. Now we're to 5-on-4. A loose puck. Nugent Hopkins trying to get that into toward the crease. And instead, he'll work it over to Bouchard. Drops it off for McDavid. Skates behind the net. Cycling back to Draisaitl. Looking for the seam pass. And yeah, the Canucks read that very clearly. Draisaitl really tried to force that one. And now from the circle, 30 seconds left for Draisaitl. Work to McDavid. He just doesn't. He has not been shooting at all, has he? Down low, Draisaitl denied by the pad of Shelov's. But McDavid has it again, feeding it back to Bouchard. A slap shot that goes somewhere that nobody can find it. Finally, the puck bobbles around and is kept in by Bouchard after a nice retrieval from Hyman. Down low, behind the net for McDavid. He'll take some contact. And now we're back to full strength. Bouchard, as coming out of the box is Joshua. A loose puck scooped up by Draisaitl. The Canucks have to be absolutely gassed. Handed off by Draisaitl and a screen in front. Oh, cleared off of the goal line there by, I don't know if that was Garland. And that will be icing to the Canucks. And Hronik was the one who had cleared that. Nice sweep off the goal line, yeah. Berube and Shanahan got into it during their days. Whoa. That's the fraternity for hockey, yeah? We don't mention Shanahan in Connecticut? That's true. I didn't know you were in Connecticut. Yeah, really, Alex. I mean, how much time do we have left here? We're down to 3:12 in the second period, and so there is a little bit more time, but they gotta get some fresh legs over the boards and hopefully get a favorable matchup now that 97 and 29 are not on the ice. All right, a drop pass, a shot from Miller, and a save by Shelovs. Or excuse me, Skinner. Don't worry. Uh, no Shanny and for Shanny and Coffee. Interesting. As a former season. Oh, I didn't know that. Wow. Yeah, I wasn't really even watching hockey when the Whalers played their last seasons in Connecticut. All right, so commercial break here, and we'll see if the Canucks can get any sort of momentum heading into the locker room here because they do need it. But the Oilers have been just relentless in the Vancouver zone for the most part. Good girl. The best thing about seeing Vancouver winning the Stanley Cup is that would be Quinn Hughes winning a ring to motivate Jack and Luke to play harder and get better. I see. Are you a Devils fan? I mean, regardless, I am curious to see what happens with Jersey. I know that they're looking for a new coach, but of course, they have so much great young talent on that team, and they did invest in some good supporting cast members with the likes of they got Dougie Hamilton, fresh for next year, hopefully, and they brought in Paul Ott for his postseason experience. Shanahan called Hartford a crappy city when he played there. I wouldn't know. I've never been there. Oh, you are a Devils fan. Yeah, tough season, man. I hope Timo Meyer can actually produce just like he did at the end of the season for over the course of a full season. That'd be nice. Just order a Royal Retros Detroit Vipers. Oh, nice. You know, I want to get one day. It's kind of like a pipe dream. Is a jersey for San Jose's roller hockey international team, and that was the San Jose Rhinos. Excuse me. All right, Zadorov. After facing some heat there, Pedersen able to chip it out. Or Suter, excuse me. Miller gets tripped up, and there will be a Canucks power play. Hughes to Suter. Now to the point, he's got Zadorov. Quinn over to Miller. The net has been emptied for the delayed penalty. Zadorov back out to the point. The seam pass in the slot there for Suter and broken up, and we've got a Vancouver power play. Last season is in the past. Time to look to the future. Looks like the Canucks are done. In this game, it does for right now, but the power play, who knows? They could definitely get some momentum from that. Oh, really? Like suburban Hartford's pretty nice. Yeah, I haven't been to Connecticut. I mean, I live in North Idaho, so it's a bit of a trek. LGG, hey, welcome back, man. Or welcome here. All right, Edmonton able to clear this down. And yeah, that's another team looking for a head coach. The Seattle Kraken, who kind of like the Devils, regressed after a season where they kind of came out of nowhere and won a playoff series. Both teams did. Pedersen looking for Besser around the net. You see Vancouver and Florida. Keith Kitchek played for the Blues, and his boys grew up there. Oh, there you go. And yeah, good luck to the Panthers for sure. And oh yeah, Drew Bannister's now officially the head coach, right? All right. Well, here's Hughes and Miller a shot and blocker to side by Skinner. Excuse me. Oilers trying to tie things up behind the net, and they clear down the puck. Lindholm Oh yeah, every time I see 23, I don't think of Elias Lindholm because I think of him wearing 28. Derp. Get a whistle here. And what is going on here? Is somebody going into the box? Ooh, Oilers. Too many men on the ice, and so the Oilers will be shorthanded now. Two skaters for the next 56 seconds. So it'll be a 5-on-3. The plot thickens. Drew Bannister played for the Lightning in the past. Yeah, I remember the name. I think he was playing before I was really watching hockey, or as I was kind of getting into the sport. Yeah, he played from 96 to '02 for the Lightning, Oilers, Mighty Ducks, and Rangers. Drew Bannister. So, can the Canucks get a very much needed goal here with a 5-on-3? Yeah, Edmonton clearly had five skaters out there for a few seconds. And I think that was it Tocchet using his timeout or Knobloch? Well, either way, oh, it was Vancouver calling timeout there. Oilers win the faceoff though. That's big, and they clear it out of the zone. Pedersen, nice retrieval there. He'll dump it down, and the Canucks have the Edmonton zone. Here's Hughes handing it off to Miller. The seam pass for Pedersen. It's loose, cycled around the net, and back to Miller. 30 seconds of 5-on-3. Here's Hughes. Down low. Lindholm. A shot and couldn't quite get the tip play on net. So we have a puck out of play here. Oh, actually, Skinner got a piece of that with the blocker. Good save. Now, Skinner hasn't been tested a ton tonight, but he has looked sharp for the most part. Wow. Every win the Canucks have had in this series has been from behind. All right, face-off control by the Canucks. I thought Pedersen could have actually ripped that on net if he wanted. And now from the point, one that goes wide of the net, but retrieved by Vancouver. And now from the point, Pedersen. He'll work it across the ice. And a chance in front. Oh, and a nice play there from, was that Desharnais? And here come the Oilers. This could have been a breakaway, but a pass that evaded Derek Ryan, who was in the box. And now Ryan just trying to swallow up some more time here as the Canucks have 45 seconds left of 5-on-4. Berube is, now with the Maple Leafs. I think that's a good hire for them. You received the Eklund autographed rookie card off of eBay. Nice, dude. William Eklund, or he's a real trooper. Slippery Pete, as he's called. I had no idea. I don't know how the hell that happens. But anyway, we get to second intermission. I didn't know that. For some reason, I thought the Canucks power play would expire before we got to the second intermission, but here we are. I think somebody mentioned doing a quiz. I might be able to pull up a quiz for you guys. Bye bye Canucks. Maybe for this game, right? But they'll have game 7 in Vancouver if they drop this one. Let's see here. Could we do a quiz? Wait, Sporkle. All right, Bon. Catch you later. Have a good night, and thanks for hanging out with us. Let's see what I can do, everybody. NHL. What's a good quiz? Let's see here. Where's a good NHL quiz down here? We did the first place Hart Trophy votes. Oh, we got a few good ones out there. I know we do. Let's see that. That's another Penguins quiz. One more period of hockey. Never say never. Yeah, a two-goal lead is nothing in today's NHL. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Oh yeah. Here we go, guys. We'll have a little fun with this quiz here, okay? All right. So here is the topic for our quiz. Get ready, everybody. Gaines found out about that in game six. Yeah, about the multi-goal lead. Yeah, that really just disappointed me so much. All right, so here we go, everyone. So we've got NHL players with 100 points and 100 penalty minutes in the same season. So we've got a total of 36 players who recorded at least 100 points and 100 penalty minutes in 1 year. So start throwing names at me in the chat and we'll see if you're correct. Let's see how many we can get. We've got 5 minutes. So here we go, everyone. Yeah, PK Subban can definitely drive me crazy. All right, guys. So can you name somebody who had 100 penalty minutes and 100 points in the same season? Jake coming in hot. Bobby Clark did it twice. Ted Williams. Tiger Williams? No Williams. Brendan Shanahan. That sounds like a good one to me. Oh, Shanahan. There we go. Yep, you're correct. Oilers not joking. Ron Francis? Ron Francis wasn't one of them. You know who might have though? What about Dave Brown? Yeah, he had or Rob Brown, excuse me. One season where he had over 100 points just out of nowhere. Kachuk? You are correct, Jake. Nice one there. JR Ronick? Nice one, Toria. Yes, you are correct. Eddie Shore? Eddie Shore wasn't much of a scorer. Well, Bobby Orr was the guy who was on the at the top here, so I'm not gonna not put him in there. Probert, did he have a 100 point season? I know he had a season where he had like 27 or 28 goals. Tim Kerr? Oh, not Tim Kerr. What about Tockett? There's Rick Tockett. Gordie Howe? I don't think Gordie Howe actually ever had a 100 point season. Cicerelli could be an interesting one. Nice one, Jake. Yeah, but I saw Pittsburgh and Hartford 1990 to 91. Oh, I know who you're talking about. He was like fifth in the league in scoring when he came over in that trade. Dale Hunter, maybe. No, not Dale Hunter. The grind line. Reggie Leach, the Riverton Rifle. Not him. Not Bill Bar was Bill Barber. There you go. Bill Barber did it. Nate Thompson did Nate. What's the most points that Nate Thompson ever had in a season? Forsberg. Forsberg is not one of them. Robitaille. I don't think Robitaille was one who got in the box very often. But you're right. Nice job, Jake. You're on a roll, dude. 85-86 for the Oilers. Did Coffee ever have 100 point? Oh, wow. Coffee had 3 seasons of over 100 points and 100 penalty minutes. Iserman? Yeah, I didn't think so. Calgary in 1990-91. Oh, what about Theo Fleury? Yeah, Theo Fleury definitely would be on there. Bufflin, I don't think he ever had 100 points in a year. McCarty? Yeah, he never had 100 points. Robitaille was a good? Really? I never thought of him that way. Cook never had 100 points now. Pronger never had 100 points. Yeah, it's kind of hard because you want to guess at a defenseman for penalty minutes, right? Iginla? Iginla is not one of them because he also played in a lower scoring era. LA Kings in the early 80s. What about anybody on that Triple Crown line with well, Dion wouldn't be one of them because he was like, I thought he won the Lady Being at least once, but Dave Taylor? Dave Taylor, yeah. Scott Stevens never had. Oh, Kevin Stevens. I'll give you that. Messier. Nice. Twice. Ovechkin never had 100 penalty minutes, or at least not the same season. Gilmore, great guess. Great guess there. Um, oh, you're joking. Okay. Patrick Elias, no. Evander Kane, there is no Kane, no Dion. Um, yeah, I think Malkin. I don't. Yeah, I didn't think Malkin was on the list. Tom Wilson. Tom Wilson has never been over a point per game. Lindros. Yeah, that's a possibility. That's amazing. He had 115 points in a very low scoring era. Bossy, no, Bossy was. I think he won like 4 Lady Byng trophies or something like that. Did Denny Potvin ever hit that? Or Trottier? Any of those guys? All right, we got 20 seconds. Oh, that's it. Chicago 85 to 86. Shoot, I can't name that. Boston, Washington, Winnipeg. Not Howard Chuck. Or Marchand, Yager. Yager. Okay, well, hey, we still got over 50%. Not bad. So yeah, we're missing. Oh, Crosby, his rookie year had 110 penalty minutes. I never would have thought that. John Cullen was kind of a one-hit wonder, at least from what I know. Dennis Maruk, Paul McLean, Mario Lemieux, actually, yeah. Denny Savard, 111 penalty minutes in 85-86. That surprises me. Jumbo Joe Thornton had a similar season too. Yeah, so you guys had it you had a couple of good guesses at the end there. All right, I'll let you know if I have another one here because that one only took 5 minutes. All right, let's see here. What about NHL? Let's see. We got Cortana. Let's see here. Historical logo. NHL team points leader last 5 seasons. Okay, how about this one, guys? Oh my god. Oh wow. So not counting this year, can you name each team's this is madness. Can you name each team's leading scorer over the last 5 years? Who's led their team in points in each of the past 5 seasons? This is a little bit crazy, everybody, but just start throwing names at me and we'll probably make it, right? So here we go. All right. Let's do all right. How about McDavid, right? How about Draisaitl? Huberdeau? Did Barkov lead his team? And Kachuk. So we got the Panthers and the Oilers done already. All right. Crosby. Stamkos for a year. Yep. Kucherov has to be one of them. Zegras. Yes, you are correct. Ovechkin. Tarasenko. Did he lead? Oh, yeah, he did. Marner. Parise. Jack Hughes. All right, you guys are just flying through this. Go by team. Eventually, yeah. I mean, we could do it that way too. Crosby, Malkin. Yeah, all I need is whoever was the top point producer. Okay, Red Wings. How about Larkin, Mantha, 2021? Heischer, not Nico Heischer actually. Didn't Toffoli lead the Flames last year? Yeah, he's on there. Dog, yeah. Bertuzzi. Didn't Rantanen lead his team at one point? Bertuzzi was not one of them. Interesting. Makar? No, he hasn't led his team. So we got the Avalanche, the Panthers, and the Oilers done. Was it Natchez last year? Okay, we got the Hurricanes done. Kaprizov, yep. As it should be. But Jake, we're going to need to know who led the team in scoring in the 2019-20 season. Jamie Benn? Not Jamie Benn. I don't know about Sagan. Sagan's on there. Robertson last year was crazy. Hintz? Pavelski? And okay, we got the Stars done. Kopitar, good point. Fiala would probably be the other guy. We got the Kings done. Eriksson Ek. No, that's a good guess, but it's not him. Sagan? No, we got the Stars done. Bergeron. What about Marchand and Pasternak? All right, we're done with the Bruins. Let's see here. Anybody else I missed here? Gensel? Did we get the Penguins? We got all the Penguins. O'Reilly. Jets. Would Wheeler be on there? Shifley? Connor? All right, we got the Jets done. That was easy. Evander Kane, Patrick Kane, some sort of Kane. Eric Carlson, good guess there, Pro Bolt. Let's go Couture. Not Couture, Hurdle. That's crazy. Hurdle and Couture have not led the team in scoring. Timo Meyer, though. And in the 2018-19 season, it was Brent Burns. Jonathan Taves? Not Jonathan Taves. We got Wheeler. We got the Jets done. Capitals, Backstrom? And what about Kuznetsov? Not Kuznetsov, huh? Who led the Capitals in scoring? John Carlson? Okay, we got the Capitals done. Cortana. Hossa was retired by then. So what about Tim Stutzla for Ottawa? There he is. Kessel? Yes, that worked for some team. Giroux? Yep, Giroux. What about Konechny? All right, Flyers are done. Oshie? Yeah. We got the Capitals done. Breadman? Panarin? What about the 2018-19 season? Was that Mika by chance? Yeah, so we got them done. Kraken, McCann. Okay, so we got the Kraken done. Backstrom. Yeah, I entered Backstrom, so we're all taken care of there. Carlson for Vegas. Yeah, so what about Vegas? Actually, no. William Carlson, the last 5 years, or heading into this year, had not led his team in scoring. I don't think Stone did. Oh, actually, he did one year. Marsh or so. What about not Theodore? Not Riley Smith. Who am I missing on the Knights? Eichel's one of them. And Alex Tuck? No, not Alex Tuck. Pacioretty, maybe. Yeah, good guess. Pacioretty is correct. Eichel and Ted Green incident. No, I can't say so, Ang. Suzuki. What about not Brandon Gallagher? Theodore, yeah, we already guessed him. What about the Islanders? Horvat, 74. Yeah, Nelson, I guess. No, okay, we got them. Pedersen, yeah. Let's get the Canucks taken care of here. Miller, who led the team in scoring in 2020-21? It wasn't Hoglander, was it? Okay, just making sure. Probably Besser. Yeah, it was Besser. Shea Weber, yeah, he wasn't one of their top producers. Yeah, we got the Islanders done. What about the Predators? Forsberg. What about Forsberg has not led his team in scoring up until this year. Roman Yossi, and then Arvidsson. I don't think, but Arvidsson. No, Forsberg, Arvidsson. Who would have led the Preds in scoring in 2018-19? I'm drawing a blank. Nylander? Yeah. Not Nylander. Interesting. But Matthews. Okay, so we're done with Toronto. Braden Point. Okay, we're done with Tampa. Blues would be what? Buchnevich? No, he actually didn't lead his team in scoring, huh? Thomas? Probably Cairo. Yeah. What about Justin Falk? Like they had somebody on their team that was lighting it up in that bubble season for them. I forgot who it was though. Keller? Yep, Keller is a good one. Troy Terry. What about I don't know who. David Perron. Yep, you're correct there. Yeah, so the Blues were all done. Let's see here. Who are we missing here? How the Devils. So we got Hughes, but he sure wasn't one of them, strangely. So I'll need some help. Taylor Hall? No, he wasn't on the team then. Jack Hughes. Who else led the Devils? Jesper Bratt. Good point. But yeah, they were really struggling for offense for a few years there. Subban, probably not. Yeah, not him. What is this one? Toast Tactical. Nice one for Calgary. Mangiapane? No, actually. Gaudreau? We're just trying to figure out who led their team in scoring in each of the last 5 years. Tage Thompson, good one, Dean. What about, what, Olofsson? I thought that he might have led his team in scoring, or Skinner? Huh. Wouldn't have been Dahlin, would it? No. Ryan Johansson. Oh, yeah, good guess. You're correct. Um, Blackhawks last year, not Bedard. This is not this past season, but the season before. Who was it? It wasn't Hagel? No, because he had been traded by then. Yeah, for real, John. Let's see here. We only have 15 more to guess. Columbus. Come on, we gotta get this one right. Gus Nyquist. Line. Yeah, not Line. Dubois. Nice. Yeah, he was the leader. Dawson Mercer. Yeah, not him. Stone. We got Stone already. We got the Knights covered. Hurdle. Hurdle never led his team in scoring. Isn't that weird? Hronik. Yeah, good guess. Tatar. Good guess. Perhaps. Let's see here. Devils. Tatar was one of them somewhere. Huh. Atkinson. That could be it. But you're not right. What about like Bjork Strand? Yeah, Bjork Strand Wenberg? Not Wenberg. Lucas Raymond? We got Detroit taken care of, and looks like we're gonna get onto Toronto. Not quite. Yeah, we already took care of Kane. Domi. Nice guess. Folino. Not that year. Getzlaff. Nice. Good one, Jake. Not Corey Perry. Yeah. Zaka. That's exactly what we were looking for. Jenner. Yeah. No, not Jenner. All right. Well, anyway, we did pretty damn good. We got to go to the third period there, everybody. All right. So it's going to still be a Canucks power play for the start of the third. Okay. All right. Good. Good. All right. Here come the Oilers. They'll chip it down, and actually goes off the netting behind Shelobs. Domi for the Habs. Yeah, he ended up for the Blackhawks. Yeah. Yeah, I try to pass away intermission with something a little bit different, right? And now for something completely different. What was that website? It's called Sporkle. Sporkle. Another one that you can check out. Not the best for NHL quizzes. It's Jetpunk. And now we're back to 5-on-5. Oilers get it clear. And Draisaitl cross ice for McDavid, and the pass skips over his stick. And the Canucks are able to lift this clear. Vancouver changing up a little bit, and now the Oilers will as well. Karaoke for an intermission. I would, man, but the problem is that I'll get a copyright claim, so then my stream will be demonetized. Kind of sucks. It's like I have to basically write my own material. All right, so the first 143 gone by here in the third period. Ooh, stiff neck. All right, face off down in the Edmonton zone. Here is JT Miller, and the Canucks control this face off. A shot from Hronik off of Holloway, scooped up by Miller into the seam there for Pedersen. Good anticipation there from the Oilers defense. They've got a 2-on-1 the other way. It's Draisaitl with Holloway. Draisaitl shoots. Shelov's able to just barely hang on to that with his pads. And we get a whistle here. I like the Johnny Canuck on Shelov's mask, by the way. Ryan helps control this face-off. A shot wide of the net. Goner. Did I almost say? I don't know what I said there for Connor Garland. Connor Garland. Uh, well, anyway, Vancouver will regain possession here from behind their own net. Zadorov, and now over to Garland. And the Oilers are offside, or excuse me, the Canucks are offside. Cortana is not impressed by the Canucks' lack of offense. Vancouver. Oh, Nick, how you doing, man? Vancouver had better take the lead. It's kind of an uphill battle for them to just manufacture enough chances. We'll get a face-off at center ice here between Carrick and Lindholm, who will win this one, but the puck will trickle all the way behind the Canucks net. Susie, and off the boards, he's got Hoglander. Takes a hit from CC. Pedersen jumps in, backhands this around the point, or around the net to the point, but nobody's there. Quinn Hughes, and a collision there between Shelovs and looked like that was Carrick. Oilers able to slap it down again, get a change if they want, and now Garland from center ice shoots it in and saved and covered up by Skinner as charging in hard was somebody in white there as we get a scrum in front of the Edmonton goaltender. So 63% of you had said that the Canucks would close it out. Interesting. Well, I thought tonight would probably be the night for them too, but they'll have to do so at home. Game 7, we could possibly get it. We're only 1653 from that as a possibility. But again, no lead is safe, my friends. No lead is safe. Hyman gets stripped there, and Susie will bank this out of the zone. Now McDavid at the dot, coming in on the backhand, centering it, and they score. Nugent Hopkins. Jeepers. They made that look too damn easy, and it's 4-1 Oilers. Well, don't worry, Cortana. You'll still get a treat, my friend. And the Oilers, man, what has turned into a pretty dominant performance. All right, Cortana, I'm gonna do here's a unique one. I'm gonna go behind the back of my chair to my dog. Let's see if we can do this. Hey, not bad. Not bad, girl. Here, Cortana, we'll just give you another one. How about it, kiddo? You're being a good girl. All right. And the old traditional, the old standby over the shoulder. Good catch, girl. Good catch. 4-1. And I said no lead was safe. I know it's a 3-goal lead, and teams have overcome that sort of thing. But this, man, here they come again. Janmark. And Cole keeps him out. Shot there and wide of Shelov's glove. Scooped up by Cece. Round the net for Carrick. And the Oilers' fourth line going to work here with Connor Brown feeding the point back to CC. Shoots it in. Pad save. Shelovs will cover up. You hear that? You're the best, Tana. You're the bestest, best girl. But man, Susie just lost inside positioning there from Nugent Hopkins, who, by the way, don't forget, scored over 100 points last year. All right. 15:56 remaining. The Oilers have doubled up the Canucks in shots 21-10. Suter gaining his zone. Besser around the net. Besser a little quiet tonight. Down low again for Besser. He'll have to fetch this one from the corner. But the Oilers are able to seal things off, and Draisaitl will lead the attack the other way. The drop pass from, looking for the one-timer at the dot, but stripped by Besser. Now here's Kulak. He'll just buy his time. No rush at this point. And off the boards. And the Oilers are offside with 15:07 left. Rangers Panthers clash of the Titans. Yeah. I mean, I'd say flip a coin. In all honesty, between the Stars and whoever they face here, I think the Stars, I think that they're more capable of winning their series in fewer than 7 games than like Panthers and Rangers. I think that one's going to be just, it's going to be a slug, like a slugfest, man. I don't think there's any other way to really describe it. A clash of Titans. There you go. And now Nurse around his net. Ryan able to backhand it out of the zone. Derek Ryan, man, what a great career. He ended up playing junior, and then he went to college afterwards. So he was like 25 when he graduated. Played in Europe for like 6 years, 5 or 6 years, and then ended up in Carolina with the Hurricanes organization, and ultimately made a career for himself. The 37-year-old from just about 45 minutes from where I live now. Now Skinner from behind his net. A couple of Canucks falls to the ice here. And the Oilers feeding it up for McDavid, but a nice back check from Garland. Or excuse me, Hronik. Around the net. And the Oilers fans now chanting, "We want the cup." Well, you got to win games. You got to win game 7 first, man. And now Hughes able to help steer this out, or at least what looked like it. We'll have to regroup with Hronik. Now Hughes trying to lead something the other way. At center ice with some speed. And now a shot from the point that gets blocked. Draisaitl coming ahead. A little bit in alone against Shelovs, but a good back check by the Canucks. Although, I thought for a second there we almost got a penalty. A couple of officials talking. Yeah, bet that stinks. Yeah, I would think so too, man. At that speed. We're going to go to a commercial break here. The Oilers in full control of this. But yeah, I'm a little surprised that Myers hasn't gotten to the box for tripping. I'll be right back, all right? Watch Cortana for me. P for All right, down to 1307. Don't think you're gonna watch it. Gonna go watch Jeopardy. That's funny. Well, yeah, I probably put you in the mood with some trivia earlier or some quiz shows. Who's a good girl? Yeah, you're a good girl. Cortana, you're such a good girl. You're gonna get another piece of apple. All right, here you go. Ready? Let's do that behind the back. We pulled it off pretty well earlier. Whoop. Oh wait, off the actual chair. All right, here we go, girl. Behind the back. Whoop. Oh, over your head. All right. Canucks just trying to fish this out of their zone. The pressure from the Oilers tonight has been great. And now Di Giuseppe. I got to say that as Italian as I can. Di Giuseppe. As Joshua funneling it over to Cole. And cleared by the Canucks, they'll get a change. Kulak, all the time in the world. And now dumped in by Bouchard. Behind the net, played by Hronik. Game 7, Humraj. Looking like a pallet. How do the Canucks only have 10? I mean, I already said that the pressure in the Vancouver zone from the Oilers has been excellent, and it has. But there's no excuse. The Canucks only have 10 shots on goal. It's almost like they just want the opportunity to win in front of their own fans more than they want to actually win the series. But they'll have to charge back in the next game. Can't imagine what's going to be said in the locker room after this one. I guess just burn the tape and take no prisoners. But the Oilers have really made things interesting in anticipation of a game 7, I would say. All right. Here is Hronik and Hughes. They've been out there for quite some time. Can't seem to really figure out how they want to attack, and now they'll ramp it off the stick of Pettersson into the zone. The Oilers are able to get a fairly easy clear here. It's still Skinner, so you're not going to give up in this game. That's fair. Or hey, you could say in Game 7, if Edmonton goes back to Skinner, and there's no reason why they won't after this game, assuming that we get a similar result to what we have right now, then you can still be confident that they would, be able to get to Skinner in Game 7 in Vancouver. Right, Cortana? Here, girl. We need to get you back in position, huh? Come here, girl. Come here. I wanna know who's such a good girl. All right, sent around the net there by Nurse, cleared, and Pettersson able to knock at it, and a puck that bobbles into the Vancouver corner. Get out of the zone, but good back pressure from the Oilers. Somebody in blue takes a spill. Stewart Skinner. I almost said Stewart. Well, anyway, Skinner able to hang on to that one and drop it off for a teammate. And now Zadorov handing it over to Cole. And here comes Nikita Zadorov trying to float a pass across the ice. And all we see here are blue jerseys. Draisaitl drops off for Holloway. And the Canucks able to shut down that possession. Cece, he'll re-enter the Vancouver zone. Draisaitl, a back pass off the boards for Holloway. And now we're on the net. Kane able to retrieve it. Battle in the corner here. Holloway. And now Cole trying to lift this clear, or Joshua might have been. Over to Di Giuseppe. Into the crease there, looking for Oman. Now chance at the point there, wide of Skinner's pad. Jumping into Susie. Besser feeding the point, and now a pass goes around the net for Di Giuseppe. Besser, yeah, Vancouver. This is their best cycle that we've seen in quite some time. A puck that comes out of the zone, but Vancouver can re-enter quickly here if Hughes is able to get to this puck. Besser in there to support, and he'll take this from the corner, feed it out to the point where Myers is. A shot and a pad save from Skinner. A decent rebound served up there. And they'll keep things going with Hughes. They'll retreat away from the defender and send it over to Miller. A shot and wide of the crease. They've just won. All right, well, congratulations. Enjoy the celebration there, and a save by Skinner. I think that was off of Miller, and the Oilers calmly able to weather the storm in their own zone. So the Fargo Force are the champions of what is that? The USHL for their first title in 6 years. They previously won in 2018. All right, cool. Well, that gives you something to celebrate. Usually in Fargo, the first thing that you'll celebrate is the end of the winter, right? At least your team lost to the. Oh, that was your team too. I'm sorry about that, but at least you made a deep run. I don't know what fan allegiances are like in that league. I've never seen a game for that. And we're in a commercial break, by the way, everybody. Is the USHL doesn't participate in the Memorial Cup with the other junior hockey teams? That would be interesting. I mean, do they? They don't ever like play against each other in any sort of competition, do they? Sioux Falls would have been your team. USHL. Yeah, there are tons of teams in that league, aren't there? No, 16 teams. Oh, it's mostly concentrated around the Midwest. I see. Maybe I'm thinking of that other junior league. Oh, I didn't even know that actually aren't any teams in Minnesota in that league though. They're all like mostly in like Iowa has a lot of teams, and so does South Dakota. Interesting. Oh, first round. Oh, got it, got it. Oh wait, whoops. It's the middle of the period now for sure. We're at 8:32 left in this game. Wow, we had a little while without a whistle there, didn't we? Oh, there were a couple of people dressed up as, I guess, Blue Man, not Green Man, but Green Man does still hit differently. Hughes looking for a tip play in front, snuffed out by the Oilers defense. Hughes has it to the point. Lindholm was shot, turned aside by the stick of Skinner. Good retrieval there from Pedersen. And Hoglander over to Petey at the dot. A shot off the post, but ends up back on his stick. Another shot and fed back to the point there for Hughes. At the dot, Pedersen fanning on that one. Cece trying to get this clear, but Hoglander, some good yeoman's work there as Lindholm turns one wide of the net. Another shot and blocked a little bit in front of Skinner. And the Oilers with Janmark will be able to lift this clear. And we'll get a change there for the home team. Chipped in again. Kulak and a couple of few jerseys kind of collide together there. And now here's Bouchard jumping into the Canucks zone. He tries to float one down by Shelobs. Now Joshua, not able to clear just yet. And now Cole, a stretch pass that actually goes down for an icing with 6:58 left. Mavericks have beaten the Thunder 117 to 116. So do they move on now? It's been a while since the Mavericks were quite good, you know? Yeah, so Dallas has won against the Oklahoma City Thunder, and they'll play what? The winner of the Nuggets and Timberwolves. So congratulations to Dallas. But the Oklahoma City Thunder, they hadn't been quite good in a while either. Oh, and a goal right off the face-off, actually. Evander Kane makes it 5-1. My goodness. And that one kind of went against the flow of play because, I got to credit the Canucks. They had looked pretty good there for the last couple of minutes. But any possibility of a comeback has been thwarted. Right, Cortana? How about a goal treat for you? Yeah. And I just got kicked out of my own. Oh, I think it's probably because I was on ESPN's website. Let's try that again. There we go. Time for dinner. All right, Tad. Hey, good night. And I don't know if I'll be live for game seven. I wouldn't rule it out, though. Maybe I'll do it. Game seven will be Monday, or excuse me. Yes, Monday the 20th. And I believe that will be at 6 o'clock Pacific. Yeah, it'll be on Monday. No games tomorrow, of course. See you Monday. All right. Well, if anybody is going to go, make sure you please ding that like button if you haven't already. And maybe I'll see you Monday. And now, Nurse, over to DRNA as the Oilers are just kind of hanging out in their own zone. They are 6 minutes away from officially forcing game seven. Uh, there you are, Hang. You going to keep me company here? All right. She loves. Ooh, and oh man, that one hit McDavid in the helmet there. It was just kind of a dumping pass. He's okay though. CC, as the Canucks are sending some pressure toward them. Besser trying to work against McDavid. Nugent Hopkins and turned over, kept in at the point by Hughes. Around the net, looking for Besser. He'll leave this. And now a shot from the point. Wide of the crease. Besser. Hronik able to keep that in. And they're moving the puck as fast as they have the whole game. And now Hronik a shot. Nice save by Skinner. If that got on goal, that is. Dumped in. Paddled aside by Sheelovs. And the Canucks having a little time getting this clear. A save by Sheelovs off the shot from the point, and another pad save. Looked like off of Kane there. Now Draisaitl. Boy, oh boy. This is going to be the first game in this series that hasn't been decided by a single goal. Vancouver trying to get something going here. But back the other way, we'll charge Fogle. Derek Ryan now looking down low for Fogle. A seam pass. And just right on the doorstep there was McLeod. And beautiful save from Sheelovs. Oilers destroying absolutely toast tactical. This has been a clinic from mostly the second period onward. Just a dominant performance here. But sometimes a team will get kicked in the teeth in game six, and they'll come back in game seven, and they'll look like a true contender. Or will they look like a chicken tender? What do you call chicken tenders, chicken fingers, chicken strips? What do you call them in Canada? Is there while we wait for the last 3 minutes to elapse here, Canucks have 17 shots on goal. They were at 10 through what, over 2 periods? Hi, girl. And yeah, here they come again. Let's see if they want another one. A shot, shoulder save by Shelovs. And we hear we want the cup yet again from the Rogers Place throng. This has been a clinic. They're just holding the Canucks zone now. And are we going to get a little bit of a tussle here with Kane and Zadorov, 91 against 91? They tumble to the ice. The officials trying to break this up now. Nobody else wants a piece of this, though. Oh, now we get a little bit of a tie up here between a few players. Looks like Oman jumping in there. Podkolzin, Darnay. He's got Oman in a headlock. Di Giuseppe clashing here with McLeod. And now Zadorov will go to the penalty box. Actually, no. He'll just go right to the dressing room. Cole going at it here with Holloway, exchanging their pleasantries. That goal off the faceoff was an absolute snipe from Kane. So expect the Canucks to utterly smack them around. I mean, they very well could. I've seen it before where one team gets they either lose by the narrowest of margin in game 6 or they get just like they look just completely flat, you know. And then game 7 they just look like a completely different beast. We have matching penalties. It's two I think two minors assessed to each side here, so it's going to be basically 8 minutes of roughing in total. And at Rogers Place, they're singing "Country Roads." Did not expect to hear that. Oh boy, and hard rain starts falling in North Idaho. That might even be hail. That's loud. Let me check this one out, guys. Ah, not just a hard shower. Oh, wait, wait, did somebody just throw a steak onto the ice? What the hell? That's legitimately a steak that has been thrown onto the ice. I've seen everything now. Yeah, sorry to hear about that, Afton. I was hoping that OKC would go on to give probably Denver a hell of a challenge. Yeah, we'll see how the Canucks respond. Heck of a game for the home team. And now Cole just trying to get this clear as the Oilers just continue to outwork Vancouver for much of this game. We're down to, oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, good. I thought I had maybe an error on my board here. All right, man. Thanks, Jake. Have a good night, man. And good luck to the Wolves. Yeah. Game 7 coming up on Monday. And that one, I think it's going to be a lot closer than what we saw developing here tonight. The Oilers feeding off the energy from the crowd as we're in the final minute. Joshua, good back check there from Fogle. And the Oilers will dump this in. All the fans on their feet right now. Is it hailing? No, I thought for a moment there it might have been hailing. But from what I see right now, no, I don't think so. Canucks stuck on 15 shots on goal. And now in the final 20 seconds, as the Canucks will just chip this down, and Kulak will calmly retrieve it, and he'll pull up behind his net. And there will be officially a game 7 in the second round. And the winner of this game 7 will face the Dallas Stars in the Western Conference Final. But congratulations to the Oilers on a fantastic game 6 victory. Daniel, what's going on? Hey, man. And we won't have any hockey tomorrow, unfortunately. Is it rare for Idaho to get rain? In the south, it's a lot drier. Where I live in the north, we don't get a ton of rain versus where you live for sure. But we get showers fairly frequently, just not in July. And yeah, not really in July. That's a very dry month for us. All right. Well, I think that's going to wrap it up here. Thanks for hanging out with us over the course of this game. It's always my pleasure hosting you fantastic twisters. Make sure to hit the thumbs up before you go. And if you want to keep up with me on social media until the next time we converse again, then you can see the video description for links to where we are on X, on Rumble, on Instagram. And I think that covers it. We also have a Discord community with some fantastic hockey fans there as well. From Cortana and myself, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Nick, and I'll see you guys around for the next one. Enjoy the playoffs until then. Actually, there probably won't be any games until the next time I talk to you, but hey, we're almost at like just a great Final Four. It's going to be so fun.